Okay, happy Sunday. I had started talking and I said, let me press record because I feel like what I was saying needed to be recorded. So greetings to everyone who's looking at this as a replay. I was explaining that first I was saying happy full moon. And I was saying I was rocking with beautiful chorus for the past couple of weeks because I've been in my fields, and especially for this full moon, the emotions and the feelings have been great. And I was explaining not in a bad way, because oftentimes when we feel a way, we can start feeling like, oh man, I'm feeling sad or I'm feeling scared. But it's interesting that the feeling could be perceived that way, but if you sit in it, it's just a deep, full type of feeling that if you sit with it, usually something is being revealed, something is being stirred up, something is being born in those feelings. But when you stuck at feeling like I'm feeling sad and you try to run away from that sadness, you don't sit with it, you don't contemplate it. No one has taught us that feelings are messengers and have taught us how to work through our feelings. We don't get the messages. We just try to run away from the feelings. That's what the whole medication industry, when it comes to emotions, is all about. Medicate you so you won't feel that way. Medicate you so you can not be so angry, so you can not be so sad, so you can not, okay, medication is going to do nothing but usually zombie you out, really get you at a space where you can barely think, you can barely function. But it's for you to sit in those feelings. Full moon is definitely full of feelings, oftentimes. Sit in those feelings, allow yourself space to reflect and to really, really speak a revelation for you to understand, why am I feeling this way? What is this pointing to? What is being revealed to me in this moment? May whatever needs to be revealed to me in this moment, may it be revealed to me. May it be revealed to me. And it may not, nothing may come right there at that moment. But because you put the intentions out there to gain some understanding about why am I feeling this way, it's going to come. Our words are our wands. As long as we speak it and we are earnest in our heart space about really wanting to gain some understanding, we gain whatever it is that we desire. So sit with your feelings. If you're one that's sensitive, because some of us should just come into this physical experience sensitive, it's okay. Stop letting people tell you too sensitive, you too emotional, you too. Okay, it may be the case that you need to develop a level of balance or strength when it comes to your emotions, but you're not too emotional. You're not too, sensitive. You're just sensitive. You're just emotional. And that's a beautiful thing. We need you. We need you who feel everything. We need you. Thank you. But sometimes it does take you to develop in that space. You got to go through some level of development. So I'll say right now, if you are one who I'm talking to, I don't know who I'm talking to, but clearly I am talking to somebody. If you are one who I'm talking to and you've tried to do that work on your own and you haven't gotten to a place where you can, seek out support. I do offer coaching, I do offer counseling, and a part of my coaching and counseling, I help individuals to understand their emotions. Several of you, more than several of you, have coached with me before, and you all, most of my clients know about the feelings wheel. We oftentimes, that's one of the first places we go, because how do you feel? We got to know that, because it points, it shows us. Well, I feel afraid. Okay, let's get into it. Let's dig. Well, I've been dealing with depression for years. Okay, let's get into it. Depression is linked to sadness. What have you felt like you lost? When did the loss occur? What age was it? So if you need that support, get that support. I'll say this now while I'm mentioning the support right now. I have a lot of offers happening right now for those who are affiliated with OUM Ministries, even if you're just a Learn member or you've been a client in the past. There's a serious offer that's going on right now that you may have seen. If you haven't seen that offer, then you must not be on my platform. You might know me through social media, or you may be connected with me through social media or something like that. But I do encourage you to go over and at the very least become a Learn member. Why am I saying that? Because there are many special offers that only if you are a member you know about. I don't put it out there. If you go on my Instagram, if you go on any of my social media and you go to my calendar or something like that, you see the typical, price structure on there. But for OU members, I think that's the link. For OU members, including the Learn members, which is my free membership, you all get those special offers. Okay, when those special offers come out, you all get those special offers. So I know many of you all come on to this every Sunday. You all are involved. You all you stay connected, and so I don't know if everyone has gone over and become a member of the Learn. And I've been saying do it because I know, I have a feeling, Spirit has been telling me for a minute now that I won't be on social media forever. It's going to shift me. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be shifted off of social media. So I've been trying to take time and let everybody know, if you enjoy meditations with me, if you enjoy anything about OU Ministries, if you are a supporter and family of OU Ministries, if you see me as your sister, if you see me as your teacher, if you see me as a minister for you, and enjoy the ministry in any way, shape, or form, go over and at the very least become a Learn member. Okay, so you can stay in contact with us. Right now, the 2 special offers that I have for all members is 1, members only. I invite you to join me for hold on, y'all, somebody is coming in. Remember I told y'all you can come in person on Sundays. 1 second. Okay, remember I said you can come, if you're in Atlanta, you can come in person and enjoy the vibrations of the meditations in person. All right. So right now, as I was saying, all members free of charge can come out on every other Friday for a sound bath. I do that on every other Friday, members only, including the Learn group, including the free membership. If you're a member of OU, whether you're the free membership, the paid membership, you have that offer for you. But you ain't gonna know about that because I don't post that on social media. That's why I keep saying, go over to the actual platform. Also, members have a deep discount on services right now. And I'm saying, hey, use this discount, unlimited. Who gonna offer you that? But somebody who love you. Unlimited. You can book sessions, coaching sessions, energy clearance, natal chart unpacking, family coaching, whatever it is that you need. You can book it. You can use that deep discount to book it up until the end of the year. And you can even use that discount to book sessions for next year. But it's just the discount ends at the end of December. So that's my spiel. Now I keep saying it. Now when I just disappear, they be like, Queen, it ain't on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, nothing no more. I'm just telling y'all. Y'all can't say that I don't be telling y'all. Y'all can say I don't be telling y'all because I be like mum about a lot of stuff, but I'm telling y'all that. Like, go ahead and hop on that platform because it's something about this cosmic age where big with technology. And so anyone who is paying attention to energy is paying attention to that message that's coming from cosmic energy. And that is, I'm still recording. I press play. That is, thank you though. Y'all see, I love y'all. Y'all making sure the restroom is straight ahead if y'all need it. I'm just letting y'all know the restroom is straight ahead. So thank you, Nicole. Look at you. Look at you. Thank you. I love y'all. Yeah, so cosmically, there's something happening with technology and it is almost warning those who are heavily dependent on it to not be. So I'm paying attention. Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm always able to, whether we got social media or not, we're always able to keep in contact with each other as a family. because I feel like I love social media. I love technology. I love all the benefits of it. By all means, I give thanks for it all the time. I met a lot of you all through social media. But let us not depend on it. You never should depend on anything. Let us not depend on that for us to keep in contact with each other, to be able to support each other and love on each other. There's just a feeling I got that we want to make sure we don't do that. And so at the very least, coming over to the membership and becoming at least a Learn member, I know that I'll have at the very least your email address, some kind of way to contact you just in case. You feel me? Okay. All right. So we give thanks for this moment in time to come together as like minds, elevating our consciousness towards divinity. We pray that this meditation today can provide a perfect word, can do exactly what's needed for each soul that's listening in online, each soul that's in the place in person. We pray that it impacts our soul, it stirs us up, it clears it out, whatever is needed for our soul, our hearts, our minds this morning. May this meditation serve its purpose fruitfully. We give thanks in advance. We know it's already done. Ashe, 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 oh, amen, amen, amen. All right. Okay, y'all. So listen. I'm on a soapbox about personality. I'm on a soapbox. I don't know what to tell you. I ain't got off yet. Okay. So this full moon is in, according to Western astrology, Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars, and the house is first house. And first house is about destiny and personality. And Mars is fire, passion, will, zeal, all of that. So that's really all the vibes that you come with. And this full moon is in that sign. And so when I do my mathing, you got the full moon energy, which is all about release, remembering, reflecting. You have the first house, which is about destiny and personality. Then you have that Mars energy. So what I think is in order is for us to make sure that our personhood is not the Achilles heel, the problem, the issue in us being able to manifest our destiny. And oftentimes that's the case. What do I mean by that? And that's the word I want us to be reflecting on today. We give thanks for our personality. And if you know your natal chart, within that natal chart, it'll kind of describe what are some things you want to pay attention to. Pay attention to these things, because in your Mercury, you got this. In your Pluto, you got this. In your sun and your moon, you have this. And so I'm going to encourage everyone on this full moon, if you have not yet, get your natal chart and begin to work with your natal chart, to study it, to really get to know it. And if you don't have it, I got you. I got a free one, and it's legit. I've been using it for years. Go to Time Passages. Y'all hear me say it all the time. They need to just go ahead and sponsor me. I'm going to speak that in existence. It's called Time Passages. Time Passages. The icon looks like a moon. And when you go to that, okay, Abraham, how you get on? Abraham just started talking. The icon looks like a moon. And if you have not downloaded it yet, when you first download it, it's going to start asking you for some questions. Anybody on the call have that app already? I know many of you all do. Anybody on their first time hearing about this app? Yeah, you got that mind blown, huh? Time Passages. Okay, it's linked to, I think, astrology.com, but you put your name in, it's best to know your birth time, but you don't have to know your birth time. If you don't know your birth time, put noon. That's just like middle ground if you don't know your birth time. But as soon as you know your birth time, try your best to find out, put that into the app, because it just makes sure it's distinct and it's right on point. I have it and use it frequently. Has been a great help. Give thanks for that feedback. So once you go on there, you get your natal chart. This is how you work with it. I'm taking the liberty to take this time during this meditation this morning to talk about this. We talk a lot about astrology in my moon meditation group. And when I give my energy reports for my moon meditation group, I'm talking about how they can use the energy specifically to their natal chart. And that's the benefit of knowing your natal chart. That's also the benefit of getting your natal chart unpacking. That's what that natal chart unpacking session that I'm always talking about is about. It's about you getting to understand your chart, because a lot of how people talk about astrology in the Western world is just horoscopes and what's good, what's bad. You know, the Western world is all about judging. All is good, all is God, period. I ain't perfect. It bothers me when I hear people, now, Queen, I ain't perfect, but you are though. You are though. You may need to learn how to kind of elevate some things about you, but you're perfect. You're perfectly made. Just know that tendency to control, that could be great for organization. That tendency to control could be great for planning. You're a great planner, but you're a control freak. So you need to work on that. So your job or your divine assignment, probably lifelong, is going to be surrenderance. But find a way that helps you to surrender constantly, and then you'll be all right. And you don't have to walk around saying, girl, you know, it's in my charts, I'm a control freak. Don't say that. You can acknowledge though, well, I tend to try to control things. Am I controlling things right now? Or do I need to surrender? Okay, I think I need to surrender. Okay. You have to talk to yourself. Okay, girl, back up. Okay, I think y'all get my drift. Yeah. So put your names, things in, get your chart. So bringing the point on in for today with that first house. And the reason why I know that is because I know the aspects of the Aries sign. I know that Aries is first house. I know that Aries is ruled by Mars. The element is fire. I know those things. And on that app, if you look down at the bottom of the screen, it has a button called Learn. If you go down at the bottom of the main screen, there's a little icon down there that says Learn. And when you hit Learn, y'all gonna love me today. When you hit Learn, you get a whole list of things that you can learn more about. You can learn more about the moon, moon phases, the planetary bodies, the signs, the houses. You can learn about them. And so this is a study tool. It's like a reference app. And so say you go to your chart and you see that your Venus is in Gemini. Okay, you don't really know about Venus and you don't know about Gemini. Go down to the Learn button. Okay. Now, if you want to learn more about how to use this app and how to use your chart to help you to, what's the purpose of doing this? It's not to be obsessed with intellectual gain, just so you know all this stuff. It's so you can use it for your personal work and your spiritual work. This is why. It just makes you more in tune, more aware, and it makes you more impactful in your personal work because you're more clear. You study and show thyself approved is a real thing. You know, if you are not, there must be a balance. You can't be all intuitive, but then you don't know nothing. You got to build your intellect. You got to build both though, because you can't know all this intellect and then you're not connected with your intuition. It has to be a balance. And so although I always talk about check in with spirit, spirit needs you as a vessel to be intelligent enough to take what spirit is revealing to you or guiding you to do, be intelligent enough to do what spirit is telling you to do, if that makes sense. Has to be a balance though. And so everyone who's on here, let me compel you, study. And for this first house, the personality, I want to reason about our personality. First of all, I feel we are a little too attached to our personality. Personhood. Your personality, your personhood is not you. It's not you. You are a divine being, what many call a child of God, a spiritual being, having a human experience, which we call our personhood. We manifest as this person. But at the core of us, we're spiritual beings. And so no matter how your personhood shows up, you are first a spiritual being. Whether you tend to be doubtful, you tend to be this, you tend to be, it don't matter. You still have the power, the might, and the grace of a divine being. Always remember that. So as intellectual and intuitive and conscious beings, we should know how to take what we know about our personhood, our personality, and elevate it. And elevate it. This is the story about Paul, and who used to be Saul and all that. Paul, his personality, he was a warrior. But he had to elevate himself and know, why did the Most High place him on this earth with the warrior ride? To be out here warring, just warring. You just say, no. To be a warrior for the works of God that was coming through them. Some of us, I'm an overlover. I love too much. God put you here as that. We need you. Elevate it though. You loving the wrong things. You got to sit with God and what am I supposed to be? What do I supposed to be connecting with? What am I supposed to be doing? People who have, a lot of, let's say, Virgo energy. It's not for you to go and be judging everybody and trying to control everybody's lives. But you could potentially be a wonderful coach, a wonderful counselor, a wonderful person to have on the team to help structure things. But if you get caught in the low vibration, you walking around judging folks, like that Virgo energy. Lord have mercy. No digs on the Virgos. I got Virgo moon, so I ain't judging nobody. My moon is Virgo. No shade to the Virgo folks. I just use them. I can talk about Cancer too, Scorpio, Libra. I got all y'all. I can talk about you. But elevate yourself. Oftentimes we talk about in our membership group, I talk about how people want to go against the ego, but it's not for us to go against the ego. Elevate the ego. Your ego should be serving God's purpose through you. Don't die to the ego. Lord have mercy. Everything is God. All is good. But those who have them big egos, we need you. I just need you to really elevate it so that it's only serving the purpose of God's will. And you only know the purpose of God's will by sitting with God. It's the only way. Because if you just go off of what you think, it could just be ego. That could be your will. Florence Scotian has an affirmation, your will, not my will. She said, just keep stating that your will, may your will be done, not my will. Your will, not my will. I have a good big sister in my life. She said, I pray all the time, God, roll my will up in yours. Roll my will up in yours. So that I'm not even thinking about my will. I'm just out here flowing in your will. So the word for today is really love yourself. You are perfect. You are divinely made. You're perfect exactly how you are. Every little piece of you. The parts of you that you call flaws, I don't use that word. Areas in need of improvement, I like that better. We ain't weak. I got a weakness. Stop saying that. We got to be careful, more careful with our words as we talk about ourselves. All of it is for a purpose. Sit with God during this full moon and allow divine intelligence to show you those things about you that's getting in the way of you manifesting your destiny. And some of us don't have to sit still and ask God. We know what it is. And so be real with yourself and get more disciplined with yourself so that you can move out of your way and God's way. And here's the thing. This one I'm going to close off on with the word, then we're going to move into meditation. I'm careful to say get in the way of your destiny, because at the end of the day, it's gonna happen. But if you could be a little bit more aware, you don't have to go through the strife that you go through. It could be a more peaceful, graceful journey. That's the thing. Because you may think all that you did, all that stressing and fixing and forcing made that thing work out. No, it was gonna work out anyway. Don't be fooled. If you start to try to surrender when you get in those tight, intense moments, if you try to surrender and seek guidance and then trust that guidance and move with it, you start to realize, oh, wow, things actually just kind of take care of themselves. Man, I ain't really have to be going through all this stuff that I go through. That's where I'm trying to compel us to go. Well, we are aware about ourselves, we're in tune with ourselves. We understand that our purpose is our own self-work, our own spiritual work, and we focus there. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. We focus there, and then all the other things work itself out. If we just focus there. So you're saying, Queen, if I just focus on being more organized or being more mindful or being more everything, yes, everything else. Your relationship with your children, your family, your career, your money, all that is impacted when you work on and clean up the vessel, the temple. That's when everything, all your power starts to ricochet out to all of your relations without you doing anything. I'll give a testimony on that. As I worked on myself, y'all know I talk about my son all the time. I'm so grateful for him in my life. But as I was working on myself, there were certain things that I was stressing about with him that worked themselves out just. And he would say to me, Mom, you changing, you so different. And I would be like, oh, really? He's like, yeah, you just like, you way more chill. And he started talking to me about things. And then he started saying, I see that you be doing this, I'm gonna do this. I see that you be doing that, I'm gonna do this. And when I let go of his school and everything, I let it all go. I surrendered. I surrendered him. And I said, may anything that I need to talk to him about, do for him or whatever, may it be revealed to me in a divine way. And then give me the words to say, give me the things to do it. And I stopped knee-jerk reacting by looking at what I'm seeing. And I started going internally and going by what I feel intuitively and the divine feelings that you get, which is different from those feelings you get from looking at what you see or reacting off of what you hear. And when I started doing that, he could not tell me something that God revealed to me something. God to say, pull him in here and pull a card. Randomly, not randomly, but divinely. I pull him in, pull a card. He's like, wow, that's exactly what I was just talking about. Da, 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 da. Okay, all right, well, take the guidance, take a picture, keep on going. I ain't asking no questions. I'm not here to control his life. That's his destiny. I'm here to be a facilitator of his journey. And as I facilitate, I can only facilitate in the most powerful way if I am connected with God and getting the guidance from God on how to do that. Not from paying attention to what he's doing and all that, because what that does is mainly make us parents who parent from a place of fear and worry. I knew I couldn't do that. I couldn't proclaim to be this spiritual, godly person who understands God and do that. Because how I'm going to treat myself that way would treat him like he's not divine. He don't have a destiny. God don't talk to him. Oh, okay, because he a child. God don't talk to him. They talk to him more. They talk to the children more than they talk to us because we ain't. God talked to us, but we can't hear. The children can hear. We too worried about everything else. Our hearing is messed up. It's fogged up. We got to clear out our ears because we listen to everything else. Okay, so focus on you. take that in this full moon, take some time to reflect on your personhood, your personality, not in a way like what's bad about me. No, no, no. Who am I? What do I have the tendencies to like, to love, to crave, to this, to that, to that? What does this personhood come with? Now, is anything in that in conflict, in clash with what spirit is revealing to me as my destiny, as my purpose, as my mission, as my desire, as my goals? And if it is, do the work, period. Just do the work. Don't make you bad. It makes you aware. That's all we want, awareness. That's all we want. All right. Clear word. I said clear word. Give thanks. Give thanks. All right, why everybody sit so far back? Is it because I sit up here? I noticed that that's a natural thing for people to do when they come in. Come on up closer to me. Why y'all scared of me? Yeah, come on. Come on up in the room. Come on up in the room. Thanks. Okay.
Oh, you got the heater on. Oh gosh, you about to make me go to sleep.
You come in here to go to sleep with me. And I make it perfect. So yeah, you can push that to the side. Just move it all the way out. Because if I didn't turn the heat on, it's gonna be cold in here. This is one of them old houses. Them old houses be. Ooh. Them old houses give you pneumonia. You don't put on that heater. You walk around with no shoes on the old houses, boy. Nah.
If you want to make some tea.
You must have read my mind. Of course I want some tea. Thank you. White tea with jasmine green and oolong. Yeah. I need that in my life. All right, you all don't have to. What did you say we had to do to learn how to use the app? Oh, but I'm sorry, I didn't say. That natal chart unpacking session, that's what that's about. So book a natal chart unpacking session, and then we can, I can show you how to use the app, and we can go through your chart. One session, we can't go through your whole chart in one session. That's not gonna happen. We can go through 2 or 3 planets or some aspects or something like that. Some of the main ones, usually the moon that impacts you, your Mercury, because that's your communication, and your Jupiter, because that's your shmoney. Most people want to deal with the Jupiter, so we can deal with the Jupiter. Thank you for those powerful words, dealing with children. That is true, no matter how old they are. So I appreciate that guidance. Ashe. Ashe, give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. All right, y'all ready for some meditation? Sorry, did you answer? I didn't, and did he? So book unpack. When you go to my calendar, look for the natal chart unpacking session. Natal chart unpacking session. Okay. I'm not sure how everyone is in contact with me who's on the line, but you can get to my calendar a few different ways, but you can also get to me on ounministries.com. That's always the easy way to get in contact with services and different things like that. Okay, so that's this site. You go to services. Every time I try to serve somebody, it'd be the day that they go slow. Okay. So these are the coaching, but you can go down to where it says other services and it take you to that calendar. Go down, you see here, right here, natal chart unpacking. All right. All right. You all don't have to see me, but you do have to hear me. So find yourself in a comfortable position. I'd like to set this meditation intention on us remembering our divinity, separating ourselves from our personhood and our personality, and reconnecting, remembering our divinity. That is the intention for this meditation. We give thanks. May the perfect meditation be channeled for this moment, for us remembering our divinity. So you may stay sitting up or you may lay down for this meditation. It'll start by engaging the breath. Taking deep breaths in through the nose and releasing it through the mouth. Begin to relax. Slowing the breath all the way down. Allowing the body to fully relax. Relax your shoulders, your arms. Relax. If you're feeling any pain in the body, take a deep breath in, as deep as you can. Hold that breath for a few seconds. Open the mouth and press the breath out. All the way out. You may take a few of those breaths if needed. Inhaling deeply, holding that breath as long as comfortable. Opening up that stagnant energy that's creating pain. Then slowly exhale the breath out the mouth, completely, all the way out. And relax. Do that breath as many times as needed to relax the body. Many times we are feeling pains in our bodies, whether subtle or great, because of stress, tension, imbalanced emotions. Oftentimes when we deal with those things, we hold our breath. So energy gets stuck, stagnant, blocked. And so use the breath to open up the heart, open up the flow of energy through the body, and allow yourself to relax fully. Nothing to think about, nothing to ponder, wonder. Just be here in this moment. Relax. Relax. Oftentimes we forget our divinity because our minds are encaptured by our personhood, our responsibilities, our dreams, our desires, the roles we play in our lives. But the reason that many holy texts say constantly prayer, meditation, affirmation is necessary is because we are not our personhood. We are not our identity. We are divine, spiritual beings living a human experience. At the core of us is grace, power, limitless potential, divine intelligence, one mind that's connected to all. What this means is, without us having to figure it out, fix it, force it, all is already flowing on the path of growth and expansion, goodness, grace. Golden links are already calibrated in your favor. Every goal, every divine inspiration you have is already on its path of completion. So it's for us to sit back, relax, calm down, get quiet, be still, so that we can release the doubt, fear, anxiety, and remember that at any moment in time, all we must do is seek guidance, allow revelations, be at peace, be firm in your faith, be easy about life. All we must do is allow grace, allow mercy, allow healing, and surrender. Release the grip on those circumstances and situations, even if it's just for a moment, but do it often. Be like the bird who, as the holy text, the Bible says, does not worry about tomorrow. It wakes up in expectation to find its next meal. Be as nature, flow. Allow the seasons and cycles without resistance, knowing that everything that must happen is divinely ordered and has its purpose. In this moment, as you continue to breathe in through your nose, out through the mouth, relax and give thanks for everything about you, all of your tendencies, all of your personality traits. There is nothing wrong. There is no real flaw. So give thanks for you as you are. Everything about you matters. You are an important part of the whole. So in this moment, just give thanks for you. You were placed into this physical experience just as you are, with a purpose. You were supposed to be a part of the bloodline you come from. You were supposed to be a part of the community you were raised in, the family that you're a part of now, the job, the career, the business that you're in. Every part of your being is purposeful, meaningful, important. Even though you may in this moment know and you are aware of things that you'd like to grow or change, appreciate it. This is allowance and surrender. This is the real self-love, self-care. Continue to breathe, relax. And now as we begin to close, accept within yourself every part of you that is in need of growth or healing is already growing. It's already healing. Accept within yourself that anything that's needed to be done to assist your growth and healing, it will be revealed to you. And allow yourself to commit in this moment to being obedient. We give thanks for who we are, what we came into this physical experience to be like and to do. And we give thanks for divine guidance in our personal walk, for our personal development and growth. And we commit to being good to ourselves by allowing ourselves to grow and change. We speak that we will continue to be light at heart, grateful at our core, and courageous on our journey. As we continue to walk in our destiny, fulfilling our purpose, allowing our desires to manifest, trusting that they are divine in nature. Affirm all is well, all is good, all is divine. Let's take a last 3 deep breaths in through the nose. Hold it a few seconds or however long it's comfortable. Release. 2 more of those as we close. Release. On that last breath, hold it as long as comfortable. Release it slowly. Settle into the present moment. Giving thanks for renewal, for remembrance, for reminders. Giving thanks for life. You may come back to this present moment by maybe wiggling your fingers and toes, giving yourself a little stretch. Taking your time. And we'll move into our closing word for this meditation session. I'll let you flow into your day, enjoying the rest of your Sunday full moon. Great. Thanks. All right. We give thanks for that meditation. What a way to remember. We give thanks for remembrance and moments of reconnection. We're going to close with a word from Muji Whitefire, who every time we pull from his book, it's always a perfect word, giving thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, Tierra. You're welcome, Sherelle. All right, y'all ready? Because y'all know Muji come with the word. It's funny to me. I can't make it up, y'all. All right, so those who have the book is on page 91, passage 177. Page 91, passage 177. And it reads, we are too much in love with forms. Don't just fall in love with forms, not even with my form, because one day it will also go. Of course, by all means, enjoy the forms, for the Lord dwells inside them all. Papa G are also alive in my hearts. I don't know how to pronounce that, the SRI, but Ramana and Papa G, which is his teachers, are also alive in my heart, although their physical bodies are no longer with us. But the truth that they are is eternally alive in me as my own self, as it should be in you. I'm gonna repeat that. We are too much in love with forms. Don't just fall in love with forms, not even your form, because one day it will also go. Of course, by all means, enjoy the forms, for the Lord dwells inside them also. And I'm going to use this word. Our ancestors are also alive in our hearts, although their physical bodies are no longer with us. But the truth that they are is eternally alive in us as our own self, as it should be. Ashe, give thanks. Muji always points to not being attached to form. It's the same thing we're talking about with the personality. Don't be attached to your personality. I love that he says, of course, enjoy them. He said, by all means, enjoy the forms. For the Lord or God or the Almighty or the Divine dwells inside them all. It's all one. It's all attached to one life force energy. It says everything, when he speaks of the ancestors or his teachers, in other words, he's saying everything should remain alive in your heart, not just the form. Although things are no longer here, physical bodies are no longer here, the truth that they are is eternally alive in you as your own self, as it should be. Ashe, thanks. We take that as a confirmation for us to continuously detach from form, from personhood, from these reflections of God, these outpicturings of God, and attach to Source, the infinite, the divine, the Almighty. Even with our ancestors, we love our ancestors, but our ancestors are connected to the Source. We are connected to the Source. It is when we get too attached and connected to the form, is when we begin to move down the road of sadness, anger, fear, the imbalanced emotions. Detach, allow, let it all be so. Without your need to attach to it, control it, possess it. Just allow it, enjoy it. Be easy with life. Ashe. I give thanks for you all joining me this morning here in person. I have a few folks who came to church this morning. Y'all need to get out y'all bed and come to church. I'm just kidding. But give thanks. It's a beautiful reminder. Ashe, thank you so much. You're welcome. You're welcome. Give thanks for this reminder for us this AM. I pray that this week we can experience a level of detachment with our lives, where we can just observe, not absorb, and just be with life and see, watch how magical life becomes when you pull back, zoom out. Don't be so, we get so bound. Cut them chains. Let it be. Try it out. Try it out. Thank you, Colleen, for joining us this morning. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Kilo. Give thanks for you joining this morning. All right, y'all. Well, happy Sunday, happy full moon. If you're in the Atlanta area, we do have full moon meditation at 1:00. So you all can come through if you are available. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Tracy, for joining. Good to see you this Sunday. If you are compelled to show some love, I'm putting that, the Cashapp, in my chat room. I be almost, I got you. I remember. So that's there. And I think y'all know the other one. I can never remember the PayPal one, but you all know that one too. Okay, y'all, don't start fussing at me about them t-shirts. They coming.